What's up? I'm back for the third shit quality video in a row. In this video I'm going to be talking about acdc as a band, to just kind of be giving my thoughts about them, explaining why I have those opinions on them, and yeah, let's get right into this. First thing I'm going to say about this band is they are overhated. Yes, pretty much every song sounds the same after a certain point, but it can get people into harder rock. Like for me, the first two albums I ever owned, well, actually there was 4 different albums I owned. Those were Steal This Album by System of a Down, Dookie by Green Day, Who Made Who by acdc, and 1X by 3 Days Grace. Now, I don't listen to all of them to this day, but they definitely got me into rock in general. Without those albums, even though they're not the best, well, Steal This Album's pretty good still, but without them, I wouldn't be into the type of music I am today, and I feel like he can do the same for others. Number 2, they are overrated. They are definitely fucking overrated. They're overhated, which they don't deserve to be, but yes, they are overrated, and that's 100% true. People are like, acdc is the best rock band ever. They're like 10 times better than Zeppelin. Those people just need to be like thrown off a bridge. Like, music is subjective and all, but you're undermining Zeppelin there. Another thing is, acdc has almost become a brand. It's something you see on t-shirts more than in people's CD players or in their playlists. And that bugs me because I see like people wearing acdc shirts. I'm like, hey, what do you think on this album? It's one of their earlier stuff, and they're like, oh, all I know is Back in Black. And I just look at them and like, you're missing out, bro. Come on, just dig deeper. Number 3 thing, I'm just kind of doing this unscripted, just kind of spewing out my thoughts as I kind of go, because why not? Number 3 thing I have to say about them is Angus Young. Damn, does he got groove. My dad actually got to see him live one day. Or, not one day. It was like 2 nights, I think, he saw him live. But, holy shit. Even though he was, like, old as fuck, he still put on a show. And when I say put on a show, I'm not talking about, like, just like a, wow, that was fun. I'm talking about, holy shit, I want to see that again and again and again and again and again. Man, there was, like, 20-year-old girls flashing their tits up for, like, a 60-year-old man. Like, come on. You know you made it when that happens. Number 4 thing I have to say about them is Brian Johnson. I think, yeah, that's his name. Jeez. Brian Johnson and Bon Scott, they're not comparable. People are always like, oh, they were better before Brian, they were better before Bon, or not before Bon, after Bon, blah, 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 blah. Each has their own positives that they brought to the band, and each have their negatives. But I think that the negatives of Bon outweigh the negatives of Brian, and the positives of that outweigh the negatives. Like, it equals each other out. Number 5 thing I have to say is, to this day, they're still one of my top 5 favorite bands. This has been the one and only shitty quality fucking YouTuber that always looks out his window, and peace out. Quality will be better soon, hopefully.